It's good to see you all. But I never knew you guys were so shy, so one of you approach the microphone and ask us questions so that we can refresh our memories.
Go sprint! Oh my god, could you imagine everyone just like... I saw a woman who, quite the opposite, when someone looked at her sideways, she punched him in the face. So if anything, she was the problem. But I found her to be really strong and capable and interesting. And well, the first days we were kind of thrust into boot camp, actor boot camp, where we kind of had to like go spend the night for like a night or two and eat MREs and pretend like we were.
What were we eating?
MREs.
What's that?
What's
Yeah.
the flavor?
MREs.
Oh,
MREs. Yeah, that was.
That's boot camp.
Yeah, we went to boot camp. I cried because they just cut my hair off.
That's true.
And I cried in the bathroom at 2 o'clock in the morning.
It was scary at first. Nobody was talking, and we were hustled out of a bus and ordered to line up, and it was like, I don't know, we were in the middle of nowhere too. We'd been driven off down the freeway for about 2 hours in Vancouver. I'd never been to Vancouver before. Didn't know where we were in the woods. Felt all wrong.
In the woods.
Felt wrong.
We were in the middle of nowhere! Was that a 7-Eleven? Have you, the obstacle course?
Yeah.
And the captains had to pick teams. And I don't even remember who the captains were, but it literally was Tomo and all the girls on one team, and then all the boys on the other team. But I think you maybe had Candace on your team. I'm not sure.
I think we had to carry her, didn't we?
But we won because we all shoved Tomo over the huge wall, and then he just stayed at the top and went.
My first day on set though was my birthday. I do remember that, and I remember. Well, I was convinced I was going to be fired from the time that Edward James almost got cast as my dad. And then I met him, and it was immediately apparent to me that he'd asked for me to be fired.
The one thing that I remember about the end is that when we wrapped, it was like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and I wrapped and I just left. Like I didn't even say goodbye to anybody, and
No, it was anticlimactic.
it was very weird.
We'd already had the wrap party.
Yeah.
So it was really strange. So we were running over horribly, and it was like 5. And I was doing a second unit running around the, what do you call that ship where the Cylons live?
But did you have any idea, as Lee developed, that you would end up the president?
No, of course
You
not.
were the president?
I also have to recommend that you guys watch the show.
To end up, being the president and stuff for a nanosecond. It wasn't very long though, was it? Wasn't Mark Shepard the president at the end? Yes. Yes. See? Yes, he was. He was the president. Hey Lee, wake up, watch the show.
The way Starbuck ended, because I thought that there was really no way to kind of explain that and wrap it up. I mean, I think that to go and dig deeper into all the mythology that was just that character, it would have needed another 2 hours. Also, I've come into this business in a very interesting time where the doors had already been opened for more girls. Sarah Michelle Gellar and Lucy Lawless, these characters that came into our homes on a weekly basis in the early 90s. That was the start of it in television. And so it started a long time ago. It's just a long road.
I think that if there's a problem with sexism in women, it's we expect women not to age in Hollywood, which I find offensive to me. And I just know, knowing lots of actresses, the pressure that they're under to look younger than they are, and how roles just disappear for women when they sort of approach 40, and very few actresses end up, surviving 40s and 50s, and then they come back at the end. And I think that's wrong.
And the characters, find what your strength is. My dad always said to me when I moved to California, he said every pretty girl from every high school in the entire world is gonna move to California. You need to know what makes you different and what makes you better than them. And that could be anything. It could be anything, but you have to know what it is, and that's gonna be the thing that you need to kind of hold on to. That kind of stuff, and then
What are you here, Starbuck?
What's the word? Nothing.
You are the best, most intelligent, best looking, most grounded, cultured, interesting fans in the world.